Hi, my name is Crystal Su, and I'm an immigration consultant at the Law Office of Matthew Jeffery in Toronto, Canada. Today, I'll be talking about changing status from student to permanent resident in Canada. Studying in Canada is a great experience, which may inspire you to settle in the country for longer and maybe even gain some working experience. In case you want to work in Canada after graduating from a Canadian college or university, you can apply for a work permit through the Post-Graduation Work Permit program. These work permits are valid for up to 3 years, depending on the length of your studies. In this way, a person who studied in Canada can obtain the work experience needed to apply for permanent residence. If you have obtained 1 year of full-time work experience after completing your studies, you can apply for permanent residency through the express entry. However, it is important to note that self-employment for any work experience you gain while you are a full-time student does not count under this program. You will need at least 1 year of full-time or the equivalent amount of part-time skilled work experience in Canada in the past 3 years before you make your application. As long as you have gained this experience in Canada with proper authorization and meet the required level of proficiency in the official languages of Canada, you can make your application under the Canadian Experience class. You can also apply for permanent resident status through the Federal Skilled Worker Program. The Skilled Worker Experience requirements are quite similar to the Canadian Experience class. You will need to have at least 1 year of full-time or equal amount of the time in part-time work. However, under the Federal Skilled Worker Program, this experience should be with the past 10 years. Besides your work experience, you'll also need satisfactory language ability and education, including a post-secondary certificate, diploma, or degree. Other requirements include proof of funds and age. In addition, the various provinces in Canada have their own criteria for the provincial nominee programs for permanent resident status. You will need to find out more from the province that interests you the most, since these criteria can change at any time. The eligibility criteria and the requirements will depend on the territory you apply to. So that's a brief description of changing status from student to the permanent resident in Canada. Of course, there's a lot more complicated than that, and legal advice is definitely recommended if you wish to make such an application. Our office would be pleased to assist you with your case, and you can contact us if you would like our help. I'm Crystal Su. Thanks for watching.